They sometimes mumble. That means they speak unclearly. But don't worry. Today, I will teach you active listening techniques. These techniques will help you become a confident English listener. You will listen, you will shadow, and you will grow with me. So, find a quiet place, get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's begin. So, what does active listening mean? It means you don't just hear English, you really try to understand it. You stay focused. You pay attention. When people speak, there are many sounds, many words. But active listening is not about catching every single word. It's about listening with purpose. That means you are trying to understand the message, not just the sounds. Sometimes we listen passively. We let the speaker talk, but we don't think much about it. Maybe we are tired. Maybe we are doing something else. Maybe we are thinking about dinner or our phone. But active listening is different. When you are an active listener, you give your full attention. You're not thinking about other things. You are thinking about the speaker. You want to know, what are they trying to say? What is the main idea? You are using your brain, not just your ears. This is very important for learning English. When you listen actively, your brain works harder and learns faster. You connect words to meaning. You connect sound to understanding. So, remember, active listening is about focus. It's about thinking while listening. It's about understanding ideas, not just words. When you listen this way, you will improve your English. You will understand more. And over time, listening will become easier and more enjoyable. Now, let's explore how you can become a better active listener, step by step. All right, let's start with the first technique. This is a very helpful habit. Predict before you listen. So, what does predict mean? It means to guess what will happen. To make a smart guess before something happens. So, when we say predict before you listen, we mean try to guess what the speaker will say before you start listening. Why is this helpful? Because it gets your brain ready. It helps your brain think about possible words, possible ideas, and possible topics. Then, when the speaker talks, your brain is faster. It can catch the meaning more easily. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're going to listen to a podcast about food. Before you press play, you can ask yourself, will they talk about cooking? Will they say names of fruits or vegetables? Will they describe tastes like sweet or spicy? When you think like this before listening, your brain becomes more active. You already have ideas in your head. So, when you hear those ideas, you understand them faster. Here is another example. You're about to watch a video about travel. Before the video starts, stop and ask yourself, what might I hear? Will I hear words like ticket, passport, or flight? Even if your guess is not 100% right, that's okay. The important thing is that your brain is getting ready. Think of it like warming up before exercise. When you warm up, your body moves better. When you predict before listening, your mind understands better. So, try this simple habit. Before you listen, stop for 10 seconds. Ask yourself, what is this about? What do I think I will hear? This small step makes a big difference. Okay, now let's look at technique number 2. Listen for main ideas, not every word. Many learners make the same mistake. They try to understand every single word. But here's the truth, my friend. You don't need to understand every word to understand what someone is saying. When native speakers talk, they often use new words, idioms, or slang. You won't always know every word, and that's okay. You don't have to stop and check the dictionary every time. Instead, focus on the main idea. Try to understand the big picture. Ask yourself, what is the speaker talking about? What is the main point? Let me give you an example. Imagine someone says, I didn't go to the party because I had a splitting headache. I didn't go to the party because I had a splitting headache. Maybe you don't know the word splitting. That's okay. You will know, first, he didn't go to the party. Second, he had a headache. Third, that's why he stayed home. So, even without understanding one word, you still understand the main message. That's the goal. Here is another example. We ran into some unexpected delays at the airport, but we finally made it to Paris last night. We ran into some unexpected delays at the airport, but we finally made it to Paris last night. Maybe unexpected or delays is new for you, but you can hear the important parts. First, something happened at the airport. Second, it caused a problem. Third, but they arrived in Paris at the end. That's the main idea. That's enough. Remember, when you watch a movie or listen to a podcast, you are trying to understand the message, not translate every word. If you understand 60%, that's a good start. If you understand the big idea, you are doing great. Over time, your understanding will grow. More words will become familiar, and your brain will fill in the missing pieces more easily. So, next time you listen, don't panic if you hear a new word. Just keep going. Stay calm. Focus on the main message. That's what good listeners do. Now it's time for technique number 3. This is something many learners forget to do, but it is very powerful. Listen more than once. Yeah, that's right. Don't listen just one time. Listen 2 times, 3 times, even more. Why? Because the first time you listen, your brain is just trying to catch the sound. It is getting used to the speaker's voice, the speed, the accent. Maybe you understand a little, maybe just a few words. That's okay. But the second time, your brain already knows what's coming. It's ready. Now you hear more. You understand more. You catch new words. You hear the rhythm. You notice the way the speaker connects words together. The third time, you might notice something small. A word you missed before. A funny expression. A feeling in the speaker's voice. This is how real listening happens. Little by little. Layer by layer. Think about music. When you hear a song one time, it's okay. But when you hear it many times, you start to sing along. You remember the words. You feel the music. It's the same with English. So don't worry if you don't understand everything the first time. That's normal. That's natural. Good listeners listen more than once. They repeat the audio. They pause. They listen again. And you can do this too. Start with this podcast. Listen once, then again, then again. Each time, you understand more. Each time, your brain becomes stronger. Each time, your confidence grows. So remember, one time is not enough. 2 or 3 times is much better. All right, now let's look at technique number 4. Use context to guess new words. What is context? Context means the other words around the new word, the story, or the feeling in the sentence. When you don't know a word, you can look at the words before and after it. You can also think about what is happening in this conversation. What is the speaker talking about? Let me show you how this works. Here is a sentence. I was starving, so I ate 3 sandwiches. Maybe you don't know the word starving, but think. She said she ate 3 sandwiches. So maybe starving means very, very hungry. And that's right. Starving means extremely hungry. You understood the word. You understood the word, even if you didn't know it before. You used the context, the words before and after, to guess the meaning. Let's try another one. We had to cancel the picnic because it started pouring. Maybe you don't know the word pouring, but you know it's a picnic. You know they had to cancel it. So, what does pouring mean? Maybe pouring means heavy rain. Yeah, it means raining a lot. You didn't need a dictionary. You just needed to think about the situation. Think about the context. Think about the story. That's how native speakers do it too. Even in your own language, you often guess words from context. So next time you hear a new word, don't stop. Don't panic. Look at the sentence. Listen to the speaker's tone. Think about the topic. Ask yourself, what could this word mean? If it's really important, you can check it later. But in the moment, just keep going. Use the context. Your brain is smart. It will help you. This is how good listeners understand more, even when some words are new. All right, now let's talk about technique number 5, the last one for today. Don't multitask. Stay focused. Let's break that down. What is multitasking? Multitasking means trying to do 2 or more things at the same time. For example, listening to English while checking your phone, watching a video while cooking, playing English audio while writing an email. This may sound like a good idea. You're busy, so you want to save time. But here's the truth. Multitasking doesn't work well for learning. When you do 2 things at once, your brain can't focus fully. You don't listen carefully. You miss words. You forget what you heard. Your brain needs full attention, especially when you're learning a language. So, what should you do instead? Create a short English time every day, even just 10 to 15 minutes. In that time, do only one thing. Listen carefully, with focus. No phone, no distractions, no walking around, just listening. You can close your eyes, or you can look at the speaker's face if it's a video. Just be present. When your brain is focused, you learn faster. You understand more. You enjoy the process. Think of it like a conversation with a friend. Would you look at your phone while they are talking to you? No, that would be rude. You look at them. You listen. You care. Treat English the same way. Give it your time. Give it your focus. Even for a few minutes each day, it makes a big difference. So remember, don't multitask. Stay focused. That's how good listeners learn deeply. All right. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for listening. I'm Tom, and this is English Unleashed. Keep listening, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now. If you forget words quickly, it's not because you're lazy. It's because your brain didn't learn the word deeply. Words you only see once are like strangers. You forget them fast. But words you use, hear, and see and connect, those become your friends. So, how do we make new English words our friends? Here are my favorite techniques. Let's talk about one of the most important things you can do when learning a new word. Don't just learn the word alone. Don't just read it one time. Don't just write it on a list. That doesn't help much. You need to put the word into a real sense, a sense that means something to you. You need to use it in the way people actually speak. Make it feel like something you would say in your everyday life. Let me show you how. Let's take the word charge. This means to put electricity or power into your phone or device. Now, don't just repeat charge, charge, charge. That really doesn't help. Instead, try this. Say it with me. I need to charge my phone. Good. Now say, I need to charge my phone before I leave the house. That's even better. One more. I couldn't call you. My phone wasn't charged. Now, try this one. Excuse me, is there a place to charge my phone here? Good. That's how people speak in real life. That's real, living English. Let's try another word. The word is delay. This is used when something happens later than expected. Now, say it with me. There was a delay at the airport. Good. Another one. The train was delayed because of the snow. Good. One more. Sorry for the delay. My meeting ran late. You see, every sentence gives the word a new life. You're not just learning the meaning, you're learning how to use the word. Let's try another one. The word is borrow. Borrow means to take something from someone for a short time and give it back later. Now, say it with me. Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your pen? Good. Now, this one. I borrowed a book from the library. Great. Try this one. He borrowed my bike and didn't return it. Awesome. Do you see what you're doing? Each sentence is like a story. Your brain doesn't remember borrow, but it will remember asking for a pen, going to the library, someone taking your bike. That's how you learn vocabulary. Now, let's do one more word together. The word is messy. Messy means not clean or not organized. Now, say this sentence with me. My desk is messy. Great. Another one. Her hair looks messy today. Good. Now try this. The kitchen was messy after the party. Great. Let your brain see the picture. Can you imagine your messy desk? Great. Can you see the dirty kitchen? When you create a picture in your mind, the word stays longer. And here is my little daily challenge for you. Every day, choose just one word, but make 3 full sentences with it. Say those sentences aloud. Use them in your conversations or send them in a text. The more you use the word in real-life sentences, the faster it becomes part of you. Repeat it in the morning. Repeat it in the evening. See it, say it, use it. That's how you own a word. Okay, here is another powerful tip. If you want to remember new English words for a long time, you need to use them quickly. Yeah, quickly. Like within 24 hours. Why? Because if you don't use a new word soon after you learn it, your brain throws it away. It says, "Oh, I guess this word isn't important. I will forget it." So, remember this simple rule. Use it or lose it. If you learn a new word today, try to use it today. Say it out loud. Write it in your notebook. Send a message to a friend using it. Or speak it into your phone. All right, here is another secret to remembering English words. Don't just learn the word. Make it personal. Connect it to your own life, your memories, your feelings. When a word means something to you, your brain keeps it. Your brain holds on to it. Think of it like this. A word is like a photo. If it's just a photo of a stranger, you forget it. But if it's a photo of your family, you remember it forever. So, let's make your words like your family. Let me show you how. The word is nervous. Nervous. It means feeling worried or afraid, usually before something important. Now, say this sentence with me. I felt nervous before my job interview. Now think, when was the last time you felt nervous? Maybe before a test? Before speaking English? Before meeting someone new? Now, say this sentence with me. I get nervous when I speak in English. That, my friend, is your sentence now. That word belongs to you. One more. He was nervous before the big exam. Make a picture in your mind. Imagine the feeling. Connect it with a real moment. And that's how you remember it. Here is another word. Lonely. Lonely. It means feeling sad because you are alone. Now, say this sentence with me. She felt lonely in the new city. She felt lonely in the new city. Now say, I sometimes feel lonely when no one is around. I sometimes feel lonely when no one is around. Is that true for you? If yes, the word is real now. Your brain understands it, not just remembers it. Try one more. He moved away and felt very lonely. Words with emotions are strong. The more you connect a word with your story, the deeper it stays. Use this method every time you learn new vocabulary. Make it about your life. Say what you feel. Imagine the moment. And that's how you build true English memory. Okay, here is one of my favorite techniques for remembering English words. Visualize it. Make a picture in your mind. That means don't just say the word. See the word in your mind. Create a picture. Imagine something real. You may ask, why? Well, because your brain loves pictures. Words plus images would be strong memory. Think about it. You can remember a photo from 5 years ago, but you might forget a sentence from 5 minutes ago. That's the power of visual memory. So, let's turn every word into a little movie in your mind. And now, let me show you how. The word is climb. Climb. To climb means to go up. Now, say this sentence with me. I want to climb that mountain. I want to climb that mountain. Now, stop. Close your eyes. Imagine a mountain. Picture yourself with a backpack, wearing boots. You're walking up the path. Do you see it? Now say it again. We climbed to the top of the hill. Great. The child climbed the tree quickly. You see, you're not just learning the word climb. You are feeling it. You are seeing it. That makes it unforgettable. So, next time you learn a word, ask yourself, what do I see when I hear this word? Can I create a little movie in my head? How can I make this word real? You can even draw it in your notebook, or find a photo online, or act it out with your hands. The more feeling you use, the deeper the word goes into your brain. Okay, here is a big tip, a game changer for vocabulary learning. Don't learn random words. Don't just grab a word from here and another word from there. That's like trying to build a puzzle with pieces from different boxes. It doesn't fit. Instead, learn words that are connected. Words from the same topic. Words from the same story. Why? Because your brain loves categories, loves stories. Your brain loves meaningful groups. When words are connected, you remember all of them better. So, let's do it together. Let's talk about the weather. Say it with me. The word is cloudy. The sky is full of clouds. It's cloudy today. I think it might rain. It's cloudy today. I think it might rain. The next word is breeze. A light, soft wind. There's a nice breeze this morning. There is a nice breeze this morning. The next word is storm. Heavy rain, wind, and thunder. The storm last night was very loud. Now, you have learned 3 words, and they are all about one idea: weather. Now imagine a little story. It was cloudy. Then the breeze stopped. A big storm came. There was lightning and loud thunder. Boom! Now those words are connected in your brain like friends holding hands. They're not alone anymore. So, when you learn a new word, ask yourself, can I group this with similar words? Can I make a story with these words? Can I imagine a scene using all of them? You can create small stories for any topic. In a supermarket, at the airport, inside your bedroom, on a holiday, during a job interview. The stronger the group, the stronger your memory. Remember, words in isolation, words alone are forgettable. Words in stories, words together are memorable. And that's it for today's episode. You didn't just listen, you learned, you practiced, you imagined, and you made real connections. Remember, learning English is not just about memorizing words. It's about using them, feeling them, and living with them every day. So keep listening, keep repeating, keep building your English one step at a time. I'm Tom, and this is English Unleashed. Until next time, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.